Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting transfer updates for Barcelona. We start with this Turkish sensation as we have always been talking about him, Arda Guler, as it has been reported that Barca are currently in pole position to sign this 17.5 million euro rated target, who is also a target for Madrid and AC Milan. Barca are now leading the race according to new reports. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, in this episode, we talk about Yannick Carasco, as it has been reported that Barca have finally given up and they have removed any possibility of Carasco joining the club. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. According to the latest report from Sport, Barcelona are growing very optimistic about their chances of signing this Fenerbahce wonderkid Arda Guler following Deco's visit to Istanbul on Thursday. Guler is one of the most in-demand players in the market this summer, with several top clubs including Barcelona's arch-rivals Real Madrid and Italian giants AC Milan still very much in the picture for his signing. However, as per the report, Barca might have gained advantage over the other suitors after Deco personally flew to Turkey to hold talks with Fenerbahce over a possible transfer. The Blaugrana club president, Joan Laporta, confirmed the trip and the talks for Guler, while also adding that the deal would be for the 18-year-old to arrive in 2024, which makes sense given their financial situation. Laporta said, "Today, Deco was in Istanbul. La Liga allows us to make operations for next season without impacting on fair play. Arda Guler is a very talented player and we are trying to close the deal," Laporta confirmed. Further conversations have taken place between all parties involved in recent hours, which has convinced Barcelona that they are in a position to land the 18-year-old Arda Guler. Fenerbahce would be on board with the idea of Guler staying at the club for one more year before moving to Spain. As for the player, it had been suggested in the past that he would like to leave Turkey right away, but he wants to be on a team where he can play regularly. As such, Guler would consider staying back at Fenerbahce for another season and continuing his rapid development before making the big move to Barcelona. Now, as things stand, the final details of this deal remain to be polished and finalized, with Deco close to achieving his first big target since coming on as Barca's new director. The same has been reported by the reliable Tony Juan Marti as well, who states that optimism within the Barca camp is growing very optimistic about their chances and that the La Liga champions are moving fastly to closing the deal. Arda Guler has been one of the most talked about targets for Barca this summer, as Barcelona are really pushing for his signature, and I think this should come as a great news for us, as Deco went yesterday to Turkey, particularly to Istanbul, to finalize the deal. Of course, we know that we are going for this player with some great teams also showing interest like Real Madrid, AC Milan, and so on and so forth. And if this report is saying that we currently are in pole position to land him as opposed to our other rivals, then it's something to celebrate, because this guy is so good. He's so good. Many call him now the Turkish Messi. The Turkish Messi has been his nickname because he's so brilliant with the ball at his feet. He's also a left. I think he's a great signing if Barca can make it happen. He will be the best signing that most fans would like it to happen, because he's still young and he has a lot of potential in him. So I think Deco is doing a great job so far since he took over this role as the sporting director. Of course, Deco is a very serious guy. He does his things and he does not laugh when he's stuck. Like when Deco wants to do something, he does it very well. And I think he's so serious with his job. And I think Laporta will be so happy with him in that role. And yesterday, just the fact that he moved to Turkey, he flew to Turkey to get this deal done. It shows how serious he is to making Barca great again. And that's the kind of people that we want in our club. Being a former player himself, Deco really wants to see Barca succeed at all costs. Of course, also helping us with players like Vitor Roque. Deco was so instrumental for Barca to come into total agreement with Vitor Roque as well as his Brazilian club Atlético Paranense. So I think so far Barca are doing so well in this player with Arda Guler, who has been linked to some other top clubs. Now the issue is if Arda Guler comes this summer, there might be issues of will he be a starter? Many will say maybe not because Pedri, Gavi, Frankie de Jong, of course, Gundogan is there, and it is going to destroy his career. So if Barca are forcing to sign him, it means they must have a plan, and I think that plan should be maybe keeping him at Fenerbahce for next season on loan. He should be there on loan. Then 2024, Barca now can come for him strongly. I think that is the idea right now at the Camp Nou offices. So I think the player himself will understand that because even if he goes to Real Madrid or Barca, I don't think he will bench those midfielders there. Like, honestly, they won't. Even at Real, they won't. Except that it is at AC Milan, which I doubt because Real and Barca they still have that prestige that I think Arda Güler would like to play in either one of them. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona's transfer season so far is, far from how the board pictured it to be. The idea was to bid farewell to underperforming players and utilize the incoming funds to strengthen the squad. However, a part of that objective has been exceedingly so difficult to fulfill. Barca have signed Ilkay Gundogan from Man City, and they have even close to announcing the acquisition of Inigo Martinez. However, their inability to finalize departures has handicapped the team. It now appears that they will be forced to drop some targets that interested them. According to a report, Barca are now letting go of the chance to sign Yannick Carasco. The Catalans secured an option to sign the Belgian for just 16 million this summer. Of course, as part of the deal that saw Memphis Depay move to the Citivas Metropolitano in January. It appeared to be a no-brainer that they would activate the clause come June, but the chances are now bleak given their failure to generate revenue. The window to trigger Carrasco's move for the aforementioned fee expired this Friday, of course, which means it is over, it is done and dusted. Given Laporta is already running from pillar to post looking for a means to sign Brozovic, Carrasco's name is certainly off the table. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.